Okay, quick slider update. You'll see a video on my channel. If you want to see these imitations, you can see my other video. But I'm just going to show the rest of my sliders, and then the other half you can see in that video. So first we have DomC piano. I'm still rocking this thing. This thing kicks ass. I don't know what the hell this thing is doing. How it's like randomly muted and like mushy feeling. Whatever this random dude did, it's amazing. Don't ask me, assuming that's PEI. I don't know what kind of balls are in here. Never opened it. Yeah, kicks ass. I recommend these because they're super customizable. And you can do whatever you want with them. Different middle pieces. Probably the best slider that I know of that can do the USB move. It's just killer. I think as a normal, just whatever mechanical, this is the best one. In a sense. Next, one of the most underrated fidgets of all time. This is top 3 mechanicals I think I've ever used. This is LLEDC or something. I forget what it stands for, but you can find it on G1. I don't know if you can get that sound where it like changes notes. It's simple, but I need to try more wood sliders because this wooden one is absolutely legendary. I sold this. I had one in black. I sold it, and I was like, why did I do that? This thing's killer. I literally went and bought another one. Yeah, this thing is actually sick. It's simple, so lightweight and smooth that you don't fatigue. It's got the craziest sound, so if you go slow, you get that ding, 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 ding. And then if you go fast, you get... Also, I like the cute little dragon. I think it's cute. Tattoo inspiration. I don't know. But yeah, obviously a little outdated now. You need the new version. Yeah, super nice. You guys have seen this one before. King Arthur from Alchemy Studio. It's a rotation slider, but magnetic. So you can see it. So it's like there's different rows of magnets. Like that. This one I really like. This one is taped. It's because I know with some of these ones, they can be quite loud. But this one's just quiet enough. And it also has this little like... I just also think this one looks sick. I think it's kind of badass. I just got the Oblivion remastered. So this is the vibes I'm giving from this right now. If anyone hasn't known that came out, they shadow dropped that game. Let me know if you're playing. But yeah... I was just playing that before this. But yeah, this thing is really good. It's very rare. And it's relatively expensive. But it's all Zerk with, I think, brass. And then you can pop these out or whatever. But the oil slick version of this, man, if I found it, I'll lose it. It looks so sick. I'm always keeping an eye out for that. But yeah. Even number EDC Croaker V2. Legendary. Honestly, absolute legendary slider. I think every fidget person should have this in their collection. Fidget person, if that's a good term. Unique mechanism, nothing else like it. You got that jump. The new one has a crate. To me, it kind of sounds like a... And you can mess with it slow. So you don't need the jump. As long as you put some pressure, then you can jump. I like alternating between that way and then this way. And the way it gives you feedback in your hand is really nice. It's super smooth, so I'm putting like minimal effort into this. But you can see the V2, they basically just added this like little gap. So that essentially gives it almost like a tuning fork-ish. So I would say this one's slightly louder. Whoops, I just opened it poorly and the ball came out. But since I'm here and I gotta fix it, there you can see it's pretty simple. You got the 4 balls and a spring and a ball. Sometimes mechanicals make you laugh because it's really not that complicated. Oh shit. Trying to do this on, well, on camera, you know, more pressure. Extremely easy. If you want to change the plate, you just pop out from there. And you can just slap this back on like this. Whoops, I just popped the plate off. Boom. Yes, God tier, top tier slider. I would say if not one of the best, if not the best mechanical. In like, it's top 5, like I would never sell this. I haven't been paying, the problem is you don't see this brand very much in the sense that you don't know what they're doing. I have to get this from China, so that reminds me, I actually want to check what else they've come up with. Maybe new materials of this. I think G1 was selling this one, but I only remember them having the plastic V1. V1's still amazing, by the way. If you get the V1, you're not missing out. It's just if I had to choose, I'd choose this. Next is, I don't know the brand, AliExpress square slider. So I've used the Clown Orange Soda and other square sliders. This is the best one. I'm pretty sure it has a bigger surface area. This did take a bunch of freaking tuning and it pissed me off. So I had to weaken it almost. So I had to put dampeners under the magnets. I had to put like paper in this thing because it was way too loud. So there's a bunch of little holes. So in between each magnet is like gaps. So I put like 100 pieces of paper towel or whatever I did. And yeah, just to dampen it. And then I also put tape. The tape is wearing slightly a bit. Whoops, sorry. But like nothing yet. So, and that's just Play for Beans tape, which is really good tape. So once that wears, I'll just put a new layer on, obviously. Obviously, I found that square sliders are pretty easy to drop comparison to these. But yeah, I just like how I think, shout out to Kyle at Fidget Focus. I believe he hashtag justice for square sliders. I support his movement. I think everyone needs at least one square slider because it's just, it gives you a whole different play. Like you think it's going to be worse. You could argue that this is better maybe, but like you can't do this stuff like you can go back, up, down. I'm trying to think of another move. So, right, you can come up, down, cross. You can just do the outside, or you can do more traditional like flip, up, like the other sliders. But I like doing the turns. That's what I find satisfying. Especially when you come here, boom. You come here, boom. Again, I find that you drop these more. I've dropped this a bunch of times. This thing's a beast. Oh, I forgot to mention this is TI and some whatever pattern this would be. Stripes. So it looks sick, I think. I really like the ridges on this. They feel really, they have satisfying texture compared to like the soda. Again, I like the soda. I genuinely find this better though. Because I had the soda, the cheap soda. There's like one model they released that was an SS version. I found it way smoother than the other soda. But it was too heavy because it was SS. So this is TI. I would definitely, with a square slider, really focus on light materials. Because I found it, you got to use your thumb a lot more. It's a lot more like, so you're using your thumb a lot more fatiguing. So I find that I get tired a bit. Not tired, but you feel your thumb a bit when you're using the square slider. So usually I won't use it too long. So, you know, when the arthritis kicks in from all the fidgeting, you may have to rest in peace the square slider, but so far I'm okay. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I played with that for 2 hours. Okay. One of the ones you've probably only seen on my channel, MJ Fidget Coin. I've had multiple versions of this and I've sold a few, but this stainless steel one, I don't even understand. The other ones I've bought do not feel this good. This thing is so good. Like, that sounded cringe. But this is probably, again, I'm saying this is my favorite, but I just, as weird as this thing is, I just pick it up all the time. I just find I can go, the way the feedback is, you can stay nice and slow. Pretty much go any direction. I don't know. There's something about it. Just keep it in my palm. Like, you can like, you don't need any really dexterity. So if anyone finds that they struggle with the skills, and again, you can just like press it against each other. And it's like, yeah, it just feels good. Some people hate that as the randomness. I know some people don't like sliders like that where it's like not a set range of motion. But what slider can you go in a circle like that? That's crazy. I tend to go diagonal. Or I just like keep it in my palm, like I said. Yeah, I'm always hunting for these in different materials. There's Zircuti and other shit like that out there. One day I will get those. Because right now I've only tried TI and PEI. And I found that these weren't as good as this SS one. So I don't know why, if I just broke this in, different balls, because they're reused. And I don't even know that they're different. But yeah, this is something I also don't want to open because it's like, I think it's multiple mechanical ball layers. So not trying to deal with that. I believe this is a Pebble Magnus. So here comes the Magnus section with Zerk sliders. I never really, every muffin tin I bought, I found I never liked. This one is amazing. I don't know what is with this one. I had to weaken it, so I O-ring flipped every single magnet, which some of you probably think is a psycho move. But this one's pretty weak, so you will lose it sometimes. But man, these plates are so smooth with this magnet setup. And just has a unique feeling that none of my other sliders have. It has like a, since like the muffin tins are like almost like a cavity, like a space for the magnets and sound, it makes like a weird sound and a feel, and it's crazy. I don't know why. It's butter smooth, like zero resistance. Again, this is one I tend to drop a lot. Again, switching from slider to slider like this all the time, you tend to mess up your, especially when it's right neck back to back, because you get used to the weight. But yeah, so good. As I was mentioning, I think I mentioned, or at least in my other video, is that the new Magnus shit is crazy. I am not the biggest Magnus fan in the sense that I don't like simp, but the new plates are actually killer if you weaken them. I don't know how anyone uses Magnus without weakening. To me, that's sickening. You do you, but I don't know how you guys do it. Yeah, so this I have O-ring flipped, all 8 on one side, and then middle 4 on the other side. So one corner is still normal. I honestly think this one is top 2, and I think Dimple, in my opinion, is better than Swiss. I can't even tell you what's different about them. If I have to say this is why Dimple's better, it just feels better to me. I really like the softness of the Crazy Fiber. It's like a squishy feeling, and I really like it. Yeah, I think it feels great. If you can find it, this is a Super Grub, by the way. So I would recommend Super Grub, Dimple. Weaken it. All you have to do is the O-ring flip. Takes 2 seconds. Unlike this shit where it takes like 2 hours. Top tier, top tier. Similar vein, resin, or no, Wacky Fiber Ridge. Really like the feel of the ridge. Strangely enough, I had to O-ring flip this entire slider. All 16 magnets are flipped, which is crazy. Because even if I flip like that with the 4 in the middle and the corners, I find it too strong and not good. Which is hilarious. That I don't like the slider unless I weaken it completely. But this thing is crazy at this level. I don't know if it's something to do with the ridge being like thicker or some crap like that. This one I drop sometimes because it's like just on the edge of weak fully, but nah, it's pretty much, for me, it's pretty much perfect. Again, with these ones, the way I weaken them, you can get them kind of silent sometimes. See, like, but I can also get it loud. So it gives you the best of both. Now, I guess if you know, you know. Basically, the God tier slider, I think, is still the best slider I've used ever. Skelly Verk Magnus. As much as Magnus can be annoying with their shipping and destroying the market with their drops and their friggin' mag labs, which are cool, but they're annoying because it's like, you know, people fucking going crazy and reselling, but this thing kicks ass. The lightness, again, one side fully flipped, other side middle four. It's kind of funny because I say the lighter the slider, the more you weaken, from my experience. So you can let me know if that's the case for you, but yeah. So good. I need to get the other material. I want to get a friggin' PEI one. But now these, I should have did it when they were more around, but now it's like, now they're, people are cutthroat for this shit. They see it go up, they go crazy. Most likely never sell this one. Also, these things can get abused. And they take no damage, because the way it is, they don't get dirty, nothing. Maglab, Paul, and TI. Out of all the Maglabs, I think this is the worst one. Worst as in 8 out of 10 instead of a 9. This thing is still kick-ass. I like thinner sliders, so that's why the person sold this one. They're like, ah, it's too thin. Again, I always laugh when people sell Magnus, because I'm like, if you don't weaken it enough, you're never going to get the real experience, in my opinion. So again, that's super biased. I also think it saves your thumb. So all the people with thumb pain, please weaken. I know I bought one of these used, and it was like, I don't even understand how they used it. Like, it was like unbearably strong. I was like, what is this? In my opinion, it was like the worst. I would cry if I bought that brand new and that was how it was. I would literally throw it out. So I don't know how people use it that strong. Again, obviously do your thing. It's personal preference. Enjoy the fidgets how you want. But yeah, I just can't comprehend. I don't know how you can do it. It's, for me, it's too loud, too much effort on my thumb, and it's too hard to do moves. Or maybe I'm just weak and little baby ears. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's the case. Yeah. Again, super thin. If you even compare, like, there's like a little, okay, so they're repelling. Sorry. Way different. It, like, obviously it gets bigger at the end, but yeah. It's just interesting because with Modest Works place like this, you need that break-in, and like, they only touch at the corners, but here they touch everywhere, and there's no break-in time. So I really don't understand Modest Works when it comes to that, because obviously I get that break-in thing, but I kind of think these are better than my V3 plates. But who knows? Another amazing slider. Crystal slider or some shit from Proxy, I think. The Ginshi. So you have this one circly plate and then the plus sign plate. Maybe it's protons. I don't know. But this side has tape. I bought this used. This one is a bit louder than they normally are because this is modified a bit. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask someone else who has this. How many, if you have the little brassy weight thingies in it, because this person put the, I think 4 in this one, and then, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. So you guys can let me know how you do it, because it's weird. Because it kind of throws me off, because one side's lighter. So I don't know if they did that on purpose to have, like, but this is set up in that weird hybrid setup where there's 4 in the middle and 2 on the other. So you get that, use the, oh my god, the polarity of the magnets helps. It's like slides it up, if you'll see. So you see it's almost 2-click. Whoops. But there's really like, so if you go here, so this is the side with 3 clicks. And then if I go here, 1, 2, 3. And then the other side is 2-click. Yeah, it's interesting. I still think everyone needs at least one of these types of sliders. So these are another example of that same setup. where it's 3 and 4. I mean 2 and 4. You can see how fast you can get with these. I think they're really nice. I think it's underestimated how good this type of magnet setup is. And everyone's like ride or die 3-click. Don't get me wrong. I would say if I had to pick one to deal with, I would choose 3-click if I had to choose. But I think everyone needs something like this in their collection, like a Breakthrough, Ginshi, or one of these other sliders to be unnamed. You can check out my other video. I think, yeah, everyone needs one. So there's like the, I think there's the, oh shit, the sand one. I forget what it's called. Quicksand slider. There's the Ginshi. There is, I can't remember. But yeah, this is probably one of your safer bets though. I think there's a bunch of different plate variations, but from what I heard, this is the most silent and smoothest, from what I understand. I do like it being more quiet. Again, I'm pretty nitpicky when it comes to volume. As I just had the Kuko slider, slightly too loud, had to go. I missed this Magnus. This is Maglab Zerk Hex. I think this is the best one of all of them. Once I weakened it, again, once weakened, without weekend, 3 out of 10, weakened, 10 out of 10. Maybe 9. I would say this one has a slight flaw of, it's stuck in the middle of just 2% too weak, and then if I change it back, it's too strong for me. So I would increase the strength on this by the slightest margin, because I drop it sometimes. And again, I only fidget really on the couch or my desk, so I never really drop it real. I wouldn't say real drops, by the way. It's more like a mess up like that. So, you know, some sliders, if you, it's not like this. That one was, but yeah. But this one's really smooth and can be so, I can do my trick on it very smoothly most times. Anyways, yeah, blue Zerk with the black thing. This is the only like official Maglab, I suppose, because I suppose those, these ones aren't Maglab per se. I guess the Tall Paul's Maglab. That's Maglab, right? So, but that's TI one, so this is only like bougie one. All the new Maglabs are pretty nice. And again, I just really like the plates. Again, this is dimple. So again, I think my 2 dimple ones are the best over the Swiss. But they do feel different. Not crazy different, but there is a difference. He released that random new slider with some weird super dimple slider Zerk shit. When he releases new plates, then I get in danger. But other than that, I think I'm done with Magnus in the sense that any of this Maglab stuff that has dimple Swiss, unless it's something insane, I'm probably not going to buy it. New plates, then we're going to get interested. Because I'll give him credit. He's pretty annoying with his pre-orders and like takes 18,000 years to ship. But these sliders are friggin' good. Again, weaken them, please, 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 I beg you. Because I can't be the only one who's crazy. But yeah, almost done. Not too much to say. TQ EDC Unicorn. It's just funny because it's out of all this random shit I have. This one is stuck around. It's just so smooth. And something about the visual and audio haptic combo, as dumb as that sounds, it just, you think it's gimmicky and like, okay, oh, it pops out whip-de, like, yeah, it's cool, but like whip-de-do. I don't know. It's just, you think the shape would be like awkward, but it makes for a unique experience. It's awkward in the sense that it's not like anything else, but I like, you can like crunch it like that. I have it taped a bit down there, the magnets, just to make it a bit smoother. They come with tape if you want to do like a full tape on the inside, but yeah, clicks 3 times. Okay, last 2. I'm just going to do them at the same time. FC EDC. I'm going to just say cat slider, rotation slider, Zuki tie. Probably one of the best rotation sliders out there. It's lighter and smoother than many of the other ones. So less finger fatigue, which again, I think is important. I hate sliders that require too much effort to push. Because I just find it's like not as fun. I don't know. This is more effort than that one, but it's more feedback. So this is superconductor, if you didn't obviously figure that out. Yeah, rotation and clicks. This one is the MJ EDC sword. I forgot about it. So spin stick. So it's mechanical. But also has a tuning fork. And you can like, it also spins. If I can do it. Oh my God, I'm looking through the camera and not my finger. So that's why. So what you can do is spin it. I remember it was like, you can spin it and then whatever. Anyways, you get the point. Honestly, highly underrated. I think it's the best spin stick because you just get the same old spin stick. That shit's annoying. It's not like a doorbell. You'll piss off your partner. But if I spam this, right, you're gonna, I'm annoying you, right? But you can just keep it slow. And then you can also do it this way. So you can like, yeah, badass, badass. Whatever, these are ones I don't even keep in my case because I don't use them as much. The MJ EDC obviously stays on my desk because it's a freaking big ass sword. These are the Osseous EDC travel slider. Good. I think it's too heavy for me. Would sell this, but it's still really good. And then last is just Moon God EDC haptic coin. Very, very simple. Looks cool. Best haptic-y coin I've used, if that's what this is really called. Thing's sick. But yeah, this one I leave on my desk because it's loud and I have no space in my case. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna do a quick one. This is quicker than usual, that's for sure. But like my spinner video that I just posted recently, so you can check that out if you want. But I might do a spinner review one where I actually talk about each one at another point in time. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I forget if I showed this. I did not. Key Polar Lights rotation slider. This is God tier. I used the Zerk one. It was okay. This one, I don't know what they did. This is a custom one where they did a specific treatment. And this glows in the dark or whatever it is, UV light thing. Something about this PEI one is just absolutely legendary. Don't know what they did. The person I bought it, how they customized it. But they know what they're doing. I'll give them that. PEI is discontinued, so I don't even think it's possible to even get this. So now this is super rare. So, you know, flex, I guess. But it's only flex because it's actually sick. Otherwise, you know, get a different material. I'm pretty sure you can get them. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. After this, I kind of have no more video ideas. Or these are all my fidgets. I might be getting some new stuff in later. Later in maybe next week. I have another, if you know my channel, I'll be getting my China shipments from my China market. Lack of better term. Yeah, and hopefully that stuff is pretty good because it's a risk because I buy some stuff that I'm like, this could suck, but it could be good. And yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll probably just do an unboxing or a quick review of those. YouTube shorts maybe. But yeah, if you have any ideas or suggestions for what you guys would want, let me know. My cat just walked by here. That's a good time to send off. And yeah, have a good one.